Hello, my darling hearts. It's GAPS coach Emma here. I want to talk to you about germs. You're made of them. You can't live without them. They outnumber you 10 to 1 in your human frame, approximately, so they say. I don't know, I've heard so many differing, I don't know who does the maths on this. Apparently our frames are about 37 trillion cells. I've heard that number. And so if you're outnumbered on a cellular level at 10 to 1, that makes gazillions of bugs that live on your skin, in every organ, in every bit of tissue, in your gut. Of course, this is your first line of defense. I've even heard that your mitochondria, which are like the little organelles within each and every cell, if you think of each and every cell like a little individual entity and they're all working together to create you, it's just so miraculous. But inside every single cell, there are organelles. Each cell has got its own little mini organs, and some of them are called mitochondria, and they are the things that create the energy. Now, they say that the mitochondria come from a bacteria that got into the cell and went, it's really nice in here, let's make ourselves at home, we better make ourselves useful, otherwise they're going to turf us out, right? So apparently you get your mitochondria from your mother's line. So I have my mother's mitochondria, and she has her mother's mitochondria, and then even our sons and brothers have the mother's mitochondria. It's interesting, isn't it? That line of succession for the energy-producing bodies in the cells comes from the mother. I thought that was really fascinating. Yeah, so apparently mitochondria were originally a bacteria that moved into a cell and went, yeah, I think we'll move in, it's nice here. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, germs, you can't live without them. They can't live without you, those bugs in your stomach, in your gut. And what's his name? Oh, hi Dee, hi Angie, hi Padmini. Who's the granddaddy of pasteurization? Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur on his deathbed recanted and said, actually, I've got it all wrong. I've got to confess now before I die. And his colleague, Antoine Béchamp, was talking about terrain theory. So I don't subscribe to germ theory. I subscribe to terrain theory, which is you look after the terrain, you keep the terrain really nicely in balance with plenty of minerals and all the right vitamins and things, and then you supplement the terrain and help the terrain by feeding it fermented foods. So there are bugs out there that can kill you. I don't doubt that. We've all got a lot of them all of the time. It's just whether or not they take the opportunity, because they're opportunistic. These pathogenic bugs that can kill you are opportunistic, so they'll only be able to get a toehold if your terrain is poor, if your terrain is poisoned, if your terrain is deficient. You know, there are people out there who have got malaria in them, but they don't actually show the outward symptoms of malaria. They've got typhoid in them, but they don't actually show the outward signs of typhoid. Or likewise, they're showing symptoms that look just like typhoid, but then when you do a blood test, there is no typhoid there. So what's going on? We think we know about germs, and we haven't got a clue. With this reductionist sort of myopic viewpoint of just trying to isolate one bug and then go, it's this bug that's causing all the problems, let's kill it. Kills all known germs dead was a phrase ringing still in my ears from the programming of the adverts on the telly when I was growing up. Killing all known germs dead, well, they put 99.99% of the germs, right, in brackets or whatever. What's going to happen to that other little 0.1% of the germs? They're going to mutate into superbugs like they have done in the hospitals. We've kind of got it all wrong. I mean, I don't disagree with washing your hands and, you know, basic hygiene. Great, you know, I'm not that hot on it. I let the kefir spill all over my wooden surfaces, and I just rub it in. Kefir, that means my surfaces are colonised with a bacteria that I like, that I know. I want that bacteria growing in my kitchen. Yeah, and this is what we need to do. You know, if you want a really resilient gut, look at Sandor Kantz, the granddaddy of fermentation. I mean, he goes around, he's written loads of wonderful books on fermentation. And apparently in the 80s, he was diagnosed with AIDS, apparently. He doesn't seem to be suffering with it. He's doing strong. He's doing good. So, and the other interesting thing is a lot of these pathogenic gut bugs are positively charged. And so we can do something about getting rid of them with a negative charge. by getting grounded, by... I've been sleeping with this in my bed the last, I don't know, week or so, I don't know. It's a huge lump of rock salt. You know, you can get those rock salt lamps. It's just a big, you know, if I get a bit hot in the middle of the night, I just put my hand on it and it's super negatively charged and it's getting rid of positive charge in me just when I touch it. That's how those salt lamps work. They send out negative charge. It's the same if you go to the seaside. You go to the seaside, you get a negative charge. Oh, there's my beautiful daughter, closing the kitchen door quietly. Yeah, so that's an interesting thing. We can work electrically to get rid of the pathogens. That's an interesting idea, isn't it? And we can work with frequency. So there's all sorts of really interesting things we can do to make ourselves feel better. Listen, I've been thinking as well about, there's a new shop opened up in my village. It's for hearing aids and cleaning your ears. It's a clean your ears shop, double fronted, in a village where, you know, a lot of people I know anyway, are struggling financially, and suddenly it's popped up, all singing, all dancing, all shiny, all new. You know, I'm predicting there's going to be a lot more ear problems out there because of the aerosol spraying, because of the vibrations, because of the 5G, because of the you know, your Wi-Fi's and your phones and all that jazz. I'm predicting more ear infections, more tinnitus, more ear, nose, throat type things going on. So now is the time to get as resilient as you possibly can. I'm really serious about this, guys. We've got to hold it together. You need to get strong and resilient now so you can withstand what might be coming. So if you want to hang out with people who are on this wavelength, come and see me at timelesscookery.com, or come on retreat in the summer. I'm going to be in Normandy. I'm going to feed you Gab's foods and we can relax and chat. I promise not to talk about all this forever and ever. You know, there's much more interesting things we can talk about with one another. You know, I am a bit serious though, but I try and have a laugh at least, you know. Hi Rafe, hi Anna Marie, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, get grounded, people. Get your negative ions. Get to the seaside. Get your feet in the sea. Get your feet. I've just been for a walk in the muddy puddles in the woods with my bare feet. It makes you feel great. Really, really does. And yeah, remember that you're made of germs. We don't want to kill the germs. We want to culture and cultivate the germs, the right germs. Yeah. So see me at timelesscookery.com and let me help you. Lots of love. Bye.